I got this from written by Hey ASD team. Autism and Discrimination, the Challenges and How to Promote Inclusion. Discover the impact of discrimination on people with autism and how we can promote inclusion. Learn how to support individuals with autism and their families. Autism is a neurodevelopmental condition that affects communication, social interaction, and behavior. While people with autism have unique strengths and abilities, they also face significant challenges, including discrimination and prejudice. Discrimination against people with autism can take many forms, from exclusion and bullying to denial of services and employment opportunities. In this article, we will explore the issue of autism and discrimination, the impact it has on individuals with autism and their families, and ways to promote inclusion and acceptance. What is autism? Autism, or autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is a complex condition that affects the way individuals perceive and interact with the world around them. Autism is often characterized by difficulties in social communication and interaction, repetitive behaviors or interests, and sensory sensitivities. Autism affects people of all ages, races, and ethnicities, and can range from mild to severe. Types of discrimination against people with autism. Unfortunately, people with autism are often subjected to discrimination and prejudice, which can have a significant impact on their mental and emotional well-being. The following are some common types of discrimination that people with autism may face. Exclusion. Exclusion is one of the most common forms of discrimination against people with autism. This can take many forms, including exclusion from social activities, school events, and employment opportunities. Bullying. People with autism are also at a higher risk of being bullied, both at school and in the workplace. This can have a devastating impact on their self-esteem, mental health, and overall well-being. Learn more about autism and bullying, including its detrimental impacts and strategies to address its prevalence. Denial of services. People with autism may also be denied access to essential services such as healthcare, education, and housing. This can make it difficult for them to access the resources they need to thrive and lead fulfilling lives. Employment discrimination. People with autism may also face discrimination in the workplace. This can include being denied employment opportunities, being passed over for promotions, and being subjected to unfair treatment. Indirect discrimination. Indirect discrimination occurs when policies, practices, or rules appear to be neutral but have a disproportionate impact on individuals or groups. This can be especially challenging for people with autism, as many social norms and expectations can be difficult to navigate. For example, an employer may have a policy of only hiring individuals who can make eye contact during interviews, which could disproportionately impact individuals with autism who struggle with eye contact. Indirect discrimination can also occur in educational settings. For example, a school may have a policy of only allowing students to take exams in a certain format, which could disadvantage students with autism who may require accommodations such as extra time or a different testing format. These seemingly neutral policies can have a significant impact on the success and well-being of individuals with autism. It is important to recognize and address indirect discrimination in order to promote inclusion and ensure that individuals with autism have equal access to opportunities and resources. This can be done through education and awareness, as well as the development and implementation of policies and practices that are inclusive and accommodating to individuals with diverse needs. The impact of discrimination on people with autism and their families. The impact of discrimination on people with individuals with autism to access the resources and support they need to thrive. For families of individuals with autism, discrimination can be particularly challenging. Parents may feel helpless and frustrated as they watch their children struggle to navigate a world that often seems hostile and unwelcoming.
Part 2. Discrimination can also make it difficult for families to access the resources and support they need to provide their loved ones with the best possible care. Promoting inclusion and acceptance. Despite the challenges faced by people with autism and their families, there are many ways to promote inclusion and acceptance. The following are some strategies that can help. Education and awareness. Education and awareness are critical for promoting inclusion and acceptance of people with autism. This can include educating the public about autism and its unique strengths and challenges, as well as providing training and support for educators and healthcare professionals. Advocacy. Advocacy is also an essential tool for promoting inclusion and acceptance. This can include advocating for policies and legislation that protect the rights of people with autism, as well as supporting organizations that provide service and support for individuals with autism and their families. Community involvement. Community involvement is another critical factor in promoting inclusion and acceptance. This can include creating opportunities for people with autism to participate in community events and activities, as well as supporting businesses that are committed to hiring people with autism. Conclusion. Autism and discrimination are significant challenges that affect individuals with autism and their families. Discrimination can take many forms, from exclusion and bullying to denial of services and employment opportunities. The impact of discrimination on people with autism and their families can be profound. But there are also many ways to promote inclusion and acceptance. Through education, advocacy, and community involvement, we can work towards a more inclusive and accepting society that celebrates the unique strengths and abilities of people with autism. FAQs. What is autism? Autism, or autism spectrum disorder, is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects communication, social interaction, and behavior. What are some common types of discrimination against people with autism? Some common types of discrimination against people with autism include exclusion, bullying, denial of services, and employment discrimination. What is the impact of discrimination on people with autism and their families? Discrimination can cause feelings of isolation, low self-esteem, and depression. It can also make it difficult for individuals with autism to access the resources and support they need to thrive, and can be particularly challenging for families of individuals with autism. How can we promote inclusion and acceptance of people with autism? Strategies for promoting inclusion and acceptance of people with autism include education and awareness, advocacy, and community involvement. What can I do to support people with autism and their families? There are many ways to support people with autism and their families, including volunteering with organizations that provide services and support, advocating for policies and legislation that protect the rights of people with autism, and creating opportunities for people with autism to participate in community events and activities. Frequently asked questions. What are some common signs of autism?
autism discrimination that I should be aware of. Common signs of autism discrimination include exclusion from social activities, bullying, denial of essential services, and unfair treatment in employment. People with autism may also face indirect discrimination through policies that unintentionally create barriers, such as strict social norms or inflexible rules.
Recognizing these signs is important to advocate for autism employment rights and access to disability support services. How can sensory-friendly living environments help reduce stress for people with autism?
Sensory-friendly living environments help reduce stress for people with autism by minimizing overwhelming sensory input like loud noises, bright lights, or strong smells. These spaces create a calm and predictable atmosphere, supporting emotional well-being and daily functioning. Sensory-friendly living is a key part of promoting autism inclusion and improving quality of life.
Part 3. What steps can school and workplaces take to promote autism inclusion? Sensory-friendly living environments help reduce stress for people with autism by minimizing overwhelming sensory input like loud noises, bright lights, or strong smells. These spaces create a calm and predictable atmosphere, supporting emotional well-being and daily functioning. Sensory-friendly living is a key part of promoting autism inclusion and improving quality of life. Where can I find disability support services that understand the needs of autistic individuals? Disability support services that understand the needs of autistic individuals can often be found through local autism organizations, healthcare providers, and government agencies specializing in disability support service. Many communities offer sensory-friendly living programs and autism inclusion initiatives designed to provide tailored assistance. Online resources and support groups can also connect caregivers and autistic individuals with knowledgeable professionals who respect their unique needs. How can autism-themed t-shirts or calming blankets support self-expression and comfort? Autism-themed t-shirts and calming blankets can be powerful tools for self-expression and comfort. These sensory-friendly products help autistic individuals communicate their identity and interest while providing soothing tactile input that supports emotional regulation. Wearing autism-themed apparel promotes autism inclusion by raising awareness, and calming blankets offer a gentle, comforted experience that can reduce anxiety and sensory overload. What are my rights regarding autism employment rights? And how can I advocate for fair treatment at work? Your rights regarding autism employment rights include protection from discrimination under laws such as the Americans with Disabilities Act, which requires employers to provide reasonable accommodations. Advocating for fair treatment at work involves understanding these rights, requesting necessary accommodations, and seeking support from disability support services or advocacy groups. Promoting autism inclusion in the workplace helps create environments where autistic individuals can thrive and contribute their unique strengths. How can friends and family best support someone experiencing discrimination due to autism? Friends and family can best support someone experiencing autism discrimination by offering fostering understanding, patience, and advocacy. Listening without judgment and validating their feelings helps build trust and emotional safety. Encouraging access to disability support services and promoting autism inclusion in social and work environments can empower individuals to overcome challenges and assert their autism. Employment rights. What role does community involvement play in creating a more inclusive world for people with autism? Community involvement plays a vital role in fostering autism inclusion by creating opportunities for social connection and awareness. Inclusive community events and programs help reduce stigma and educate the public about autism discrimination. Supporting local initiatives and businesses that prioritize sensory-friendly living and disability support services strengthens acceptance and equal access for people with autism. Are there sensory tools or autism-friendly decor that can help create a welcoming space at home or school? Yes, sensory tools and autism-friendly decor can significantly enhance sensory-friendly living at home or school. Items like noise-canceling headphones, weighted and calming blankets, and soft lighting help create calming environments that reduce sensory overload. Incorporating autism relevant products such as fidget toys and visual schedules supports comfort and focus. Promoting a welcoming space that respects the unique sensory needs of autistic individuals. Next part is from Dr. Wolf. We need to help them and their family. It's not easy to life with autism because it is hard for them every day. They are not the blame for having autism. Imagine that you have autism or any learning difficulty and what you have to go through day by day. Let me give you an idea what it like. People will take a piss out of you. People will use you, bully you every chance they can. You are not be able to work or your dream jobs, not be able to go to college that you want and school. People will keep looking at you. You can't play games that you like. The police will blame you for everything. That is all I have at the moment. So that will be it in this video. If I miss anything, please let me know in the comments and I will do an update video and be in mind. Don't judge, bully. So thank you so much for watching. Check out